GNAC Top Plays begins in Bellingham, where 7 of the conference's cross-country teams competed in the Western Washington Classic. It was a virtual preview of the conference championships, which take place next weekend in Billings, Montana. In the women's race, Alaska Anchorage's Nancy Jeptu picked up her first collegiate win with a time of 21:36 over 6,000 meters. Western Washington led all GNAC teams, placing second with 88 points. In the men's 10-kilometer race, the Seawolves' Felix Kimboy repeated as champion as he won with a time of 31:37. But it was the Vikings again leading all conference teams, capturing second place with a score of 96 points. We stay in Bellingham, where the Vikings volleyball team just can't be stopped.
Tapped over the logo, Aliaga, over the Harper, and Halborn, logo, Aliaga, over to Halborn. Is it over? Halborn right there. Aliaga over to Biscup, and she puts it in. Aliaga over to Biscup, and that one deflects and goes out. Alyssa Bartlett was with the serve, and on the attack, Biscup. Halborn, Aliaga over to Gutterman, who puts it away.
Sean Church with the call as the Vikings rolled to the 3-set sweep of St. Martin's. To Monmouth, where Western Oregon pushed Alaska Anchorage to the brink. Opening set, and setter Aubrey Stanton makes the dump look easy for the kill. In the third set, the ball movement to Sienna DeCarli for one of her 17 kills. A few points later, Michaela Seiler follows with one of the Wolves' 12 aces. To the fourth, the nice dig by Allie Spear, and Lauren Smith scoots the ball over the net for the kill. To the fifth now, and the emphatic kill by DeCarli, the Wolves just missed the 5-set upset of the Seawolf. Wolves women's soccer hosting Willamette Valley rival Concordia. 30th minute, and the corner kick bounces around before Jackie Berenstain is there for the opening goal of the match. To the 61st, and the set piece yields the goal again as Caitlin Poe pulls the ball out of the scrum for the score. Cavaliers kept the Western defense busy with 9 shots and 2 solid saves in the match for Alex Qualls. The Wolves take the 2-0 shutout from the Cavaliers. 2 days later, Concordia hosting Central Washington, and the Wildcats show that persistence pays off. Down 1-0, Sydney Lowe with the miss, and then Madison Hinkle with the miss, and Lowe finally with the top shelf loft and the equalizer. That was all the scoring in the match as the two teams play to a 1-1 deadlock. Western Washington is a goal-scoring machine at St. Martin's, and Jordan Bartleson with the bloop bounce into the goal to open scoring. 3 minutes later, it is Emily Nelson connecting off of the set piece to make it 2-0. To the second half now, and Jenna Kilman with the severe angle into the net. The Vikings rolled to a 6-0 win in Lacey. 2 days later, the goal-scoring barrage continued at Western Oregon, and Kilman needed just 66 seconds to start it off with a great crossing pass from Carly White. To the 14th, White with the nice cross pass again through the box to Grace Eversole for the score. And in the 86th, it was White taking it herself to cap it all off. Vikings roll the Wolves 5-0. Concordia men north of the border to face nationally ranked Simon Fraser. Early second half, solid ball movement by Klaus Hualiva and Kieran McMinn to Kyle Dearborn, who heads in the opening goal of the match. To plan tie it in the 73rd, Cavaliers made it count in overtime. It was Nicholas Dinley in the 96th, netting the game winner for the 2-1 upset on Burnaby Mountain. Montana State Billings at St. Martin's. With the score tied 1-1, the Yellow Jackets are efficient in moving the ball downfield. Andres Perez ends it with the backwards flick to Christian Thode for the goal in the 13th. In the 42nd, perseverance pays off as the Yellow Jackets move the ball back upfield, and it's Thode again with the goal. MSUB scores the 5-1 win over the Saints. To the gridiron, and Central Washington pulling off some trickery to perfection. Third quarter, Wildcats line up for the field goal. No! JoJo Hillel pulls back and instead finds James Marsh in the end zone for the touchdown. Central with the 44-6 route of Azusa Pacific. Finally, Western Oregon in Lone Star Country at Texas A&M Kingsville. And this kickoff return by Marquise Sampson earned the sophomore GNAC Special Teams Player of the Week honors as he goes 67 yards deep into Javelina territory. 3 plays later, Ty Curry does the honors himself, going 14 yards for the touchdown. And it wouldn't be a Wolves highlight reel without Curtis Anderson, who had 2 more interceptions in the contest. His second pick came back 30 yards, and would set up a Wolves touchdown. Down 14-7 in the third, and it was Curry running it in again, a 2-yard scamper for his second score of the game, and a tie contest. Later in the third, and it was Curry handing off to Omari Land, and his 7-yard run gave Western the lead for good. In the fourth, Curry with nowhere to go, except the end zone once again, 11 yards for the touchdown. The Javelinas' chances were dashed again by, what else, a pick as Joey Sinclair closes the game, and a 26-14 win. That's it for GNAC Top Plays. I'm Blake Tim. We'll see you next time.